The present government's decision to withdraw high value currency notes from circulation was a bolt from the blue. Full point. The time consuming process to print new notes and replace scrapped ones, coupled with a cap on daily cash withdrawals, created panic among 24 crores bank account holders. Full point. Most rushed and stood in queues before banks to exchange their old currency notes and get their daily quota of cash. Full point. The Supreme Court, being the panacea of all ills, several public interest litigations were filed challenging the validity of demonetization. Full point. The SC decided to focus on ameliorating the harassment faced by common people forced to stand in queues for hours by the government's decision to demonetize without warning. Full point. On Friday, an SC bench headed by the Chief Justice of India surprised many by its grim assessment of the possible fallout of people being forced to stand for hours in frustratingly long queues. There could be riots, it said, if a bench headed by CJI T.S. Thakur, who has 22 years of experience as a judge of constitutional courts, fears so it could be true. Full point. For judges have deep insight into the psychology of common people who throng the courts in search of justice. Indians are used to standing in queues. Full point. In our childhood, water used to trickle down the public tap for 2 hours every morning and evening. Vessels of various shapes and sizes used to be kept in queue, the length of which was a spectacle for us. Full point. There was fights. Full point. But in the small towns of Odisha in the late 70s, we as children never saw a riot. Full point. When we grew up a little, we stood in queues for hours for various purposes to get ration and kerosene from PDS shops, to pay electricity bills, to pay college fees and to buy cinema tickets. Full point. In Delhi, all these queues were still in existence. Full point. In addition, we found people standing in long queues every time a kind person offered free food on festive occasions. Full point. Poverty alongside Delhi's opulence was a surprise for many of us. Full point. At Ames, people come from far-flung areas and queue up early morning to get OPD card made. Full point. They wait till late afternoon to get access to a doctor, who tirelessly examines patients after patient through the day. Full point. This is the patience of the people in the capital. Stop.